Allison picked up a piece of bread from the ground to eat, but the restaurant staff falsely accused her of stealing. They decided to hang her outside the establishment for 3 days and nights as a warning to others. As she dangled there, Allison desperately cried for help, yet every passerby ignored her. It was as if they all silently agreed that a homeless beggar with no family deserved such a fate. Inside the restaurant, 2 mages were dining and overheard her pleas. However, their profession strictly forbade interfering with ordinary people's lives and societal rules. Despite this, Lucas felt a surge of compassion and used his magic to cut the rope, saving Allison just moments from death. To avoid exposing his identity as a mage, Lucas placed Allison in a safe spot and prepared to leave. But she clutched his clothes, begging him to teach her magic so she could protect herself in the future. Lucas viewed this as greed. He had already saved her life, and now she asked for more. After using magic to heal her injuries, he gently lulled her into a deep sleep. Before departing, he left some food beside her. The next morning, Allison woke up thinking it had all been a dream until she noticed the food in her hand, confirming the previous night's events were real. Determined to repay Lucas and ensure she'd never be bullied again, Allison decided to seek out the legendary Magic Academy to learn sorcery. But all such academies were protected by magical barriers, making them invisible to ordinary eyes. For 2 years, she searched without success. One day, while continuing her quest, Allison accidentally tumbled down a cliff. She barely survived by grabbing onto a tree mid-fall. After climbing back up, she was stunned to find the landscape completely transformed. The once overgrown slope now held a clearing, and a massive mountain had appeared out of nowhere. At the mountain's entrance stood a stone archway, flanked by a giant rock inscribed with Nanhua Magic Academy. In that moment, Allison knew she had truly found the legendary institution. Moreover, Nanhua Magic Academy imposed no restrictions on enrollment regardless of profession or social status. Anyone who could pass its 3 challenges would be accepted as a new student. The first trial tested the applicant's inner goodness or malice. As soon as the academy's gate and mountain peak vanished, a narrow log bridge stretching beyond sight appeared over a bottomless abyss. Magically enchanted vines lined its sides. These vines could detect darkness in one's heart. Anyone harboring ill intent would be dragged down into the chasm. Only those pure of heart could cross safely. This first challenge alone eliminated most applicants. Those who passed soon reached a large rock surrounded by water on 3 sides. Just as they wondered how to cross the river, stone slabs suddenly rose into the air above the water. This was the second challenge, a test of courage and wisdom. Many assumed these floating stones were the path forward, but soon discovered that some were mere magical illusions. Stepping on a false stone would send them plunging into the river, ending their journey. Success required keen observation to distinguish real stones from illusory ones. Allison and Jack stood out among the candidates. Jack proved the most perceptive, consistently identifying stable stones, while Allison demonstrated courage and attentiveness, even reaching out multiple times to save Sophia, who misstepped. But Sophia, a princess, reacted with disdain instead of gratitude, complaining that Allison's dirty hands shouldn't have touched her. Allison paid no mind, having endured far worse insults in her life. Through collective effort, the group finally passed the second challenge and reached the opposite peak. Allison and Jack's exceptional performance caught the attention of John, Dean of Nanhua Magic Academy, who was so impressed he decided to personally mentor them in magic upon their enrollment. However, what happened next would make John determined to eliminate Allison. As the applicants continued ascending the mountain, they assumed this final test was purely physical, that simply reaching the summit would guarantee admission. Suddenly, a massive white tiger emerged, blocking their path and steadily advancing with clear hostile intent. Jack courageously stepped forward while Allison, though petite, stood her ground. Together they charged at the beast. The ferocious tiger lunged at Jack, who despite his martial arts training was quickly overpowered. Witnessing Jack's defeat, the other applicants scattered in panic. Seizing the opportunity, the tiger targeted a vulnerable candidate. Seeing her companion in mortal danger, Allison hurled a wooden branch to distract the creature. The tiger, enraged by the provocation, whirled and pounced on her. In that critical moment, a thick, mist-like black energy erupted from Allison's body, creating a barrier the tiger couldn't penetrate. But the supervising mages monitoring the trial erupted in alarm. They recognized this dark magical energy as signature of dark magic, a power only practiced by demon realm mages hostile to humanity.